Imagine this. You've spent weeks brainstorming the perfect business name. You've dropped thousands of dollars on a slick logo, domain names, the whole shebang. You file your paperwork in Ohio and bam, you get slapped with a rejection. Or worse, a federal trademark lawsuit lands on your desk. It literally happens to entrepreneurs every single day. But what if I told you that a simple, free, 2-minute search could stop that entire nightmare dead in its tracks?
Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're going to treat this like a digital workshop. We're going to master the exact process for clearing your business name using the Ohio Secretary of State's free online portal. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur just starting out or an established owner ready to expand, knowing how to confidently navigate this system is a total game changer. It's going to save you time, money, and a whole lot of legal headaches. So let's dive right in.
Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. Why name searches matter. 2. A step-by-step search guide. 3. Search tips and pitfalls. 4. Trade names versus LLCs. 5. Next steps and compliance. And finally 6. A recap and legal disclaimer. All right, Section 1, why name searches matter.
It's not just about finding a cool name, it's about navigating the very real, high-stakes legal reality of business registration in Ohio, and things have recently shifted in a big way. Ohio Senate Bill 98 just cracked down hard on fraudulent business filings. They introduced this new fraudulent status in their database to flag unauthorized entities. But here's the massive kicker, especially if you're running a nonprofit organization. If your organization fails to file its statement of continued existence for 2 years, the state will now permanently cancel your registration. Poof, gone. It used to be that you could just fix a lapse and get reinstated, but now that path is totally gone. If you lose your name and charter, you have to start from scratch with a brand new entity. That's why knowing how to search this database is absolutely crucial. You have to monitor your own compliance and thoroughly vet anyone you plan on doing business with.
Moving right along. Section 2, step-by-step search guide. Okay, time to roll up our sleeves. This process is completely free and you don't even need a login. First, you're going to head over to businesssearch.ohiosoas.gov. Make sure it's the official .gov site. Next, define your query using the drop-down menu. Step 3 is where a lot of people mess up, so pay attention. Input your desired name, but completely strip out all punctuation and designators like LLC or Inc. Just type the core words. After that, pass the quick little visual captcha to prove you're human, hit search, and let's analyze those results. When that grid loads up, you really need to know what you're looking at. You're going to see the exact entity name and its unique numerical identifier. That's called the entity or charter number. But your eyes should go straight to the status column. You might see active, canceled, dead, or that new fraudulent status we just talked about. Now, here's a massive pitfall. If you see the name you want and the status says canceled, you might think, awesome, it's mine. Actually, scratch that. Not so fast. Ohio places canceled names on a 1-year hold from the exact date of cancellation. During that year, that name is still legally protected. You can't touch it. Oh, and bonus tip, you can pull up more details on any result to see the statutory agent. That's the person designated to receive legal notices. And you can even view PDFs of their historical filings. Pretty handy, right?
Let's jump into Section 3, search tips and pitfalls.
Let's translate some of this legalese, shall we? Under Ohio Revised Code 1701.05, your new business name has to be distinguishable upon the records from any active or reserved name. This is a super strict standard, and the Secretary of State has the final say. Here is the trap I see beginners fall into all the time. Adding punctuation, making a word plural, or just tacking on LLC at the end does not make a name legally unique. For example, changing Lucky Bar to Lucky's Bar with an apostrophe, that won't fool the database. Village Bakery and Village Bakeries are considered the exact same name. Smith LLC and Smith Inc., totally indistinguishable. You have to be truly unique.
So how do you make absolutely sure you're unique? You use the wildcard trick.
This is a powerful little pro tip built right into the state's portal. If you only search for the exact word you want, you might miss some seriously dangerous variations. Instead, type your T-word followed by the percentage symbol. The system acts as a wildcard and catches everything that starts with that root word. So, if you enter contract and then a % sign, the system instantly pulls up near matches like contract, contracts, contractor, and contracting. Honestly, this single trick is the absolute best way to uncover hidden conflicts that would definitely trigger a rejection later on.
Okay, Section 4, trade names versus LLCs.
All right, let's say your perfect name is completely clear. What's the next move? In Ohio, you basically have two main options for claiming a name. You can register an Ohio trade name, which some places call a DBA or doing business as, or you can form a full-blown Ohio LLC. Now, a trade name is cheap, and it gives you exclusive rights to use that name statewide, but it does not create a new legal entity. If you're a sole proprietor, your personal assets are still completely exposed if someone sues the business. An Ohio LLC, on the other hand, creates a distinct legal boundary. It literally separates your personal assets, like your house, your car, your savings, from your business liabilities. This breakdown really lays out the landscape of name protection perfectly. You can file a trade name with the Ohio Secretary of State for just $39, giving you exclusive rights, but only inside Ohio's borders. If your name isn't distinguishable enough, you might be forced to file a fictitious name, which honestly offers zero exclusivity. And then there's the big one, the federal trademark, issued by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. It costs $350 or more, but it grants you exclusive rights nationwide.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 5, Next Steps and Compliance.
Getting a green light from the state of Ohio is really only half the battle if you want true long-term security. Here's why. An approval in Ohio does not protect you from federal trademark lawsuits. The Ohio database simply doesn't talk to federal records. Someone out in California could hold a federal trademark for your exact name, and if you start using it in Ohio, you could face a nasty cease and desist or an infringement lawsuit that forces a ridiculously expensive rebrand. So your immediate next step is to clear the federal database. The USPTO actually retired their old search system, you might remember it as TESS, back in November 2023, and replaced it with a modernized portal. You absolutely must run your name through that new USPTO portal to ensure you are clear nationwide.
Once you're clear at both the state and federal levels, you are finally ready to formalize your LLC. You'll submit your articles of organization to the Ohio Secretary of State along with the mandatory $99 filing fee. Now, what if you desperately want a name that the state deems indistinguishable from an existing business? Well, there is one small loophole. You can file Form 590, which is the consent for use of similar name, but you have to get it signed by an authorized representative of that existing company. Good luck with that, but hey, it is an option. Finally, to stay compliant and keep your LLC in good standing, you must maintain a continuous statutory agent with a valid, up-to-date address on file with the state. We've covered a ton of ground today. Let's move into our final section, Section 6, Recap and Legal Disclaimer.
If you remember absolutely nothing else from this explainer, please remember these 4 pillars. Number 1, always start your journey at the official free portal, businesssearch.ohiosos.gov. Number 2, search smart. Strip out the punctuation and use that percentage symbol wildcard trick to catch tricky variations. Number 3, remember the strict standard of distinguishable upon the records. Don't rely on plurals or apostrophes, and definitely watch out for those canceled names sitting on a 1-year hold. And number 4, never ever skip the USPTO federal trademark check. A thorough, multi-layered search is the absolute foundation of your long-term business success. And of course, a quick reminder, this explainer is for general educational purposes only. It doesn't constitute specific legal advice, and we aren't creating an attorney-client relationship here. Every single business is unique, so please consult with a qualified legal professional for your specific situation. Armed with these exact tools and techniques, the power is entirely in your hands. There is absolutely no reason to risk your brand equity or your personal assets. So open up a new tab right now, head over to the Ohio Secretary of State portal and start typing. The only question left is, are you ready to clear your brand's path to success?